Hello, hello. This is Dr. Hines. So, at the time of this recording, for the many of you that don't know, I work um, with high school students on a daily basis. And right about now, we are getting to what I call the push or the end of the school year. So, it's approximately about 2.5 to 3 months before the end of the school year. And, one of the questions that I ask students when they get to this point, when reviewing everything for their graduation or reviewing everything that they need to meet the requirements to earn that wonderful diploma, is who and what is your push? What is your push that's pushing you to finish across the line? Is it a person? Is it a goal? Is it defying the odds, or is it just a feeling? And you would be surprised the number of students who say it's I'm just doing this for a feeling. I've gotten this far with whatever effort I have put into this, and now based on the conversation that I'm having with you or with anyone, I'm not as far off as I thought I am, so I think I can go ahead and finish and get this thing done. And you would be surprised the number of students who are in high school who really, truly, honestly never believed that they would finish high school. They never thought that they could do it. They came in as a freshman, sophomore, or junior, and they got to their senior year, and really deep inside of their mind and their heart and their spirit, they never really thought they could do it. You would be amazed the number of students who just did not believe that they could do it. And the only reason that they're pushing forward to the end is because of a feeling. Because someone told them that, hey, you're really not that far off. So if you push hard, you can finish. And they just said, okay, I'll just finish. But little did they know is that the student that is to the left and the right of them had to work so hard to get to this point. Some of the personal things, the family things, the physical things that may have happened to them have happened to them. And they've only gotten within reach of that high school diploma because of persevering through adversity, believing in themselves when no one else did, defying every single odd that was put against them. Students sometimes in a particular graduating class don't really know what the other student is going through. And sometimes just a belief, just a feeling is all that you need. And so I ask students, what's pushing you to the end? Sometimes when they say it's a person, it's really not a person so much that they love and adore and want to make sure that they complete this because of that person, whether that person is here with us physically or not. And in some cases, for some students, that is the case. But for a lot of students, it's proving someone wrong. It's proving someone who never believed in them. And they're going to do it to prove them that in spite of all the negative things you said about me, I'm still going to do it. And you would be surprised who that person is. To some students, it's a parent. It's a biological mother or father, a grandmother, a aunt. To some people, it's a foster parent. Someone who legitimately said, I have no belief that you can do this and finish this. You came from failure. You're a part of failure. And you're going to continue the lineage of failure. And they may not have used those words, but that is the idea that the child is getting at this point. What's your push? Because what I will argue in having done this for so long is that the push has to come from somewhere. You're not going to be able to graduate high school just based on the fact that you want to graduate from high school and you think it's the right thing to do, and you can, believe in your heart and mind and soul that it's going to lead to great opportunities in your life. That's really not enough to push students to graduate, because students now have so much to see and so much to review and so much to witness where people have not graduated from high school and made a good living doing whatever that they're doing that did not require a high school diploma. And I can run the gamut down of things that people do that do not require a high school diploma, and you can be very successful at if you're very good at it. But what I will say is that students need a why and a reason. Because just wanting a high school diploma alone is not enough to carry them, especially when you get to the end of the year, when you get to the point of the year where, you got more days behind you than you have in front of you. And when you look at the totality of how long students have been in school, when you factor in kindergarten, first grade, second grade, elementary years, middle school years, and then everything they had to persevere physically, mentally, and emotionally during their high school years, it's a lot. It's a lot to digest for a student. To get to the end, and the only thing that is the reward is a piece of paper that says you're a high school diploma. Then comes the part of what are you going to do now? And I'm seeing a lot of kids after that high school diploma, there's the why is finished. They've completed the journey. They've completed the task. So what else more am I going to do? Because I really didn't think about going to college, even though I may have the grades and the aptitude to be able to, get into the system and do what I have to do to earn a college degree. I haven't really thought that far ahead yet because I had to work so hard just to get out of high school, which is why I'm for many students taking some time off after high school before they go to college, because I really think that year and that time for some students, not all students, gives them a chance to mature. So I guess if there was a message for this is students, what's your why? Like, what's pushing you forward to finish is a better title. What is pushing you forward to finish? Is it a person? Is it proving a person wrong? Is it trying to fulfill a goal that you have? Or is it trying just simply because I've come this far, I might as well finish? What's your why? And if and when you decide what your why is through careful consideration and conversation, what are you going to do with that? How is that why going to push you to where you want to be who you want to be? Because if you want to be a high school graduate, you can be. I mean, I know for some students that may be listening to this, I mean, it's an unthinkable thought, but trust me, being a high school diploma is not a high school graduate. It's not as hard as you think, but it does require effort. And if you can get anything out of earning a high school diploma, if you can get anything out of that experience, it's teaching yourself how to do when you don't feel like doing it, and teaching yourself how to persevere even though you've gone through so much that quitting seems like the best option. What is your why? Why are you doing this? What's pushing you forward? What's giving you the motivation to endure when many have failed? Do you believe in yourself enough that you can actually go and do this and succeed and finish and wear the cap and gown and walk across the stage with pride and dignity, and allow yourself to be in that moment to understand that every single thing you've done for the past 13 plus years of your life led to this point because you earned it? And when you open up that billfold, or when you get that piece of paper, in some schools they don't give you the actual diploma when you walk across the stage, you have to come back and get it. But for those that do, you can look at that piece of paper and say, it's my name that's on it. I earned it. I did it. I put forth the effort. I had help along the way. I had assistance. I didn't do it by myself. But this is mine. And I'm proud of myself. What is your why? It's Dr. Hines. Until next time.